There we are. Good morning. Good morning. Let let me know if you are if you're not able to hear me, or let me know that you're seeing me now. The 71st running of the 12 hours of Sebring, and it feels like just yesterday that we finished up at the Rolex. It really does not seem like it was. What is it? It's been more than a month, right? Like a month and a half, pretty much. Yeah, like 6 weeks or so. Amazing. Thank you, Michael. If you guys need me to turn anything up, let me know. Let me know. Still figuring out everything on the YouTube streaming side of things. So there, of course, in case you're not aware, I'm not actually showing the race. I can't do that. So you have to have your own way of viewing the race, or if you want to listen to it on Imsa Radio, Imsa TV link is down in the description as well. Peacock, of course, because that is what you're kind of forced into if you're in the U.S., unless if you want to get a VPN. But I mean, I think there are a ton. I think this is going to be. There are so many storylines I think to follow in every single category of this race. Like you look back to the Rolex, and you can make the same argument that there were big storylines, of course, with GTP cars going into it. But I really feel like there are a lot more questions that have come out of the Rolex than when we went into it. When we went into it, there was, we were thinking, what are we really going to expect here? Are we going to see cars that are going to survive the entire race? We saw that kind of got crossed off our list. But stemming from that is, we saw the Acura be very, very quick, especially that number 60. And then we saw the past few weeks the big story emerge about manipulating the tire pressure data. It's pretty obvious that would have helped them a lot in the Rolex, but really, to what extent that helped them? Did it give them an extra half a tenth a lap? Did it give them, was it just a small advantage? Was it a big advantage at like just the restarts and stuff? Or was it, we're gonna see like how much of an impact that could really have. Hopefully, well, we're gonna kind of see it, I guess, today. So that's huge to watch in GTP. I mean, I thought the Cadillacs looked really, really good in qualifying. They were putting down good lap times. I mean, it's just practice, but I think with the history that they have at this track, I think they're going to be very difficult to beat. Acura still looks quick. Porsche, I mean, they have a ton of data coming out of yesterday's race. They had their two cars, of course, in the World Endurance Championship race. Cadillac had a car as well. That's only going to help them. BMW, I think, is closer, but it still seems like there's a little bit more that they need to find to get up and really be competing up there with the top guys. I'm really gonna lean Cadillac, I think, for today's race, given past Sebring history, given what they've done so far throughout this week. I think they look really, really good here. And but Acura is gonna be right. Acura and Porsche are gonna be right on their tails. Like we know that for sure. What else do we have? LMP2 wise, I guess, like LMP2 is maybe the only class that we don't really see any huge storyline really that coming into this race. I mean, the photo finish that we had coming out of the Rolex was great, but Proton isn't here with our LMP2 entry anyways. So we're not going to see a back-to-back winner there. There's not. I don't even think there's not a new entry into the class either. I think we just lost at least the proton. I can't remember how many we lost. I think there were 10 at the Rolex, and I think there are 9 this week. So we may have only lost that one. But LMP3 usually storylines for kind of all the wrong reasons, and I guess they kind of continued that trend at the Rolex, where I mean, how many of them survived? One. Peacock and NBC Sports have it on. Okay. So it's not just Peacock right now. Okay. I know USA is going to have the second half of the race as well, but that really doesn't do a lot of people very much good. Yeah, LMP3, like, yeah, it was a bit of a, it was disappointing to see at at the Rolex. That, I mean, on one hand, it was disappointing to see that they had so many reliability issues. On the other hand, it was good to see that they weren't causing all the problems and all the safety cars and everything like that, because we've definitely seen that in past races where every time, if there's an LMP3 that brings out a full course yellow, everybody's all over it. Everybody's not happy about it. So hopefully that at least that part of that trend carries through here to Sebring, and we can leave some of the reliability issues behind at the Rolex, because we don't want to see one car have like how much did the 17, I think it was like a 15 or 16 lap victory. Like, it was ridiculous. They had that race in the bag with like about half an hour to go. It was ridiculous. I mean, I personally, I think the biggest, what I'm most excited to watch today is the GTD battles. I think there's so much that's going on in that class right now. We have race starts at 10:10 Eastern, and I have 9:53 right now, so we got like 17 minutes or so. But they'll start. They should go live with something at 10 ish. But I think GTD and GTD Pro have just so many talking points for this race. Like, well, of course, Porsche and their some of the reactions coming out of the Rolex were interesting, to say the least. Maybe a bit of an overreaction. I mean, I understand when you're that slow, you sometimes want to make a stink. But it was a bit much, I think, at times. But it really good to see that the technical team, all the criticism that they faced, like, I think it looks initially like this is a huge step forward from where we were at the Rolex. The Porsche looks strong. I think the BMW should be a lot better here. The Ferrari got a nice little boost. I guess the BMW only lost 15 kilograms from the Rolex. I just don't think that track is tailored towards the strengths of the BMW at all. The last year they looked really poor there, and that was their first race, but I don't know, they just didn't really look that good this year. And I don't know if they were potentially playing BOP games, but Ferrari should be a lot quicker as well. I don't know how to I mean, I can translate like the restrictor diameter increases into what that kind of means for pace, but I have no idea how big of a turbo pressure increase that they got. But comparing it to what the reduction that Aston Martin had and an increase that Acura got, I think that it looked pretty significant for that Ferrari. So we'll see what that means for them today. Acura, which I think they were really strong at the Rolex, they just got better. All around, they got better for Sebring, and I think they're going to be really strong. But man, that Corvette, I I think that Corvette is going to run away with it, much like the Corvette ran away with it yesterday in the World Endurance Championship race. Like, I don't know if they're not going to win by 2 laps or anything like that, but if as long as they stay out of trouble, I think it's going to be very difficult to beat that Corvette. They were strong here last year, and I was pretty surprised when I was looking at the BOP tables. I was surprised when I was looking at the BOP tables from last year compared to what they got for this year. This year is a pretty big increase. So excited for the race. Might watch an hour in the sleep. Yeah, if it's if you're about to go up on 1 a.m., then yeah, that's getting pretty late. I mean, at least you'll be able to watch like the second half of it. Most, yeah. Yeah, you go to 1 a.m. You go to bed at 1 a.m., get like 6 hours of sleep, and then you come out and you watch the last 6 hours. Did any of you guys watch the World Endurance Championship race yesterday? I watched most of it, um, and I I mean there wasn't that much that was. I didn't think that there was a ton of super exciting racing that happened. It was very exciting and fun to see the hypercars battling it out with the LMDHs for the first time. It's pretty clear, I think, that there's still work to be done to to get those cars a bit closer, because I don't think that I don't see at this moment how Toyota isn't going to be like the massive favorite going into every single race up until they do. I think they do a BOP adjustment for Le Mans. But they have different races. They have a very different. They have a different style of track that they're racing on with those cars as well. You think like Sebring is very unique compared to when they go to Portimao, when they go to Spa, Le Mans, of course. Yeah, the hypercar racing was good. It honestly, I was disappointed to see. And look, you can roast me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Peugeot, I was disappointed in their performance in the race. I thought that they were going to be a bit quicker and just a bit stronger overall. Like, they had the few races last year to do some work on that car. They have a good driver lineup, and I know they ran into reliability issues with at least one of the cars. I was kind of working and watching it at the same time, so I wasn't 100% tuned in, but I'm pretty sure I know they had reliability issues with at least one of the cars. But then as the race kind of went on, the field got spread out. The GTE battle was obviously non-existent, with the exception of that really good battle, really at the beginning of the race with the Iron Dames car and the Corvette. That was a great battle going back and forth. I remember Ben Keating's interview on it, and he was talking about, they made one mistake, and then I came through. I was able to capitalize on that, and then right away after, I made a mistake, and then they were able to capitalize and go back through. It was a good hard battle there, but really, there wasn't too much to watch after that opening stint, after those opening couple of stints in the battle there. And then as soon as Ferrari, was it did they have some sort of technical issue? I don't remember. I know they were kind of up there with the Toyotas, at least in the beginning parts of the race, but I think it was like a 2-lap victory for the Toyotas, and it was a 2-lap victory for the Corvette. And then the only close battle was LMP2 right there at the end, because was it Joda that had to come in and make a last second, like make a late pit stop or something? I don't really remember. I think it was Joda that had to make a late pit stop. Yeah, it was good to see Ferrari get the pole. That was cool to see. Yeah, it seems like that Ferrari has good pace in it. Um, it just seems like they couldn't put it completely together in the race. Oh, hello from the exit of turn one. Chevy for life. I think your Corvette looks strong today. Your Corvette looks strong today. Yeah, the other manufacturers are definitely going to be pushing hard. I mean, obviously Toyota has a pretty big target on their back, so that's actually a good point that you make, Jake. The that's for Peugeot, the car that's more dependent on ground effects. That's actually a really good point. Never thought of that. Kind of forgot that that car's a little bit more. I mean, all the cars are unique, but that one's pretty unique. Yeah, and then Fish and Ducks, you're saying the same thing. Yeah, like Peugeot was all they always they were having issues with reliability. I think that was one of the question marks coming into it. But and then as soon as they're actually racing the car, it's the whole testing rules comes into play. I kind of went down a rabbit hole a few weeks ago, and I was looking into what some of these testing rules are. They're pretty intense. Like the the manufacturer specific and all. Yeah, they're a little intense. Yeah, the Ferrari. It was so weird. Like, we saw. I mean, you saw a number of cars that crashed in turn one, but it seemed like that Ferrari roll was so like it was just slow motion almost. It was interesting. Where's the live timing? I'll post it in the chat. Joda came in and then Prema, yeah. Turn seven. Turn seven as well. We got some people live at the track. Jealous. Jealous. It's snowing here this morning. With reliability issues like BMW not using turn signals. Man, good. I'm loving all of these onboards um that we're getting for this. What do I want to bring up? Like, do I want to bring up a couple? I brought up one for the Rolex. I think I'll stick with one for now. I don't need to kill my computer. Where on earth did it go? There we go. BMW Peugeot. Yeah, LMP2 was fine. LMP2 in the race yesterday was solid. Um, oh, we have vision and sound. You'll love it. Should I ride along with? Oh no, we don't even have a FAF on board this weekend. Yikes. Well, that's a tough one then, eh? Maybe I'll follow along. I do like that number 27 Aston, so yeah, the broadcast has started, at least on IMSA TV. I mean, Peacock will be underway as well. The race isn't underway though. Oh, The Dino. I that Dinos that what's it? Rexy. Rexy is awesome. Rexy is awesome. Loved him in Formula E. Well, he's now well he's still running in Formula E as well. I think. Is he's just added on this? I think. For everyone, if there, I know there's a bunch of people that are going to be coming in here as the race gets underway. um, you can catch a stream of this, or you need a stream to be able to watch it yourself, of course, and you can find that on Imsa TV, or on Peacock, or apparently NBC Sports might have it right now as well. Turn 7, the hairpin. Wait, who is that turn 7? Guy being a guy. Are you on the outside of turn 7 or the inside of turn 7? Yeah, there is a ton of motorsports on this weekend. I didn't know that NLS was at the Nürburgring this weekend, though. I did not know that. Um, I mean, the more the more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. I thought the World Endurance Championship race yesterday was fine. It wasn't the worst race ever, but it wasn't the best race ever either. Um, World Rally Championship isn't one that I've follow. Like, I'll watch some highlights of it, but I don't really follow it. I don't follow it that closely. IMSA, well, we'll find out. F1, F1. You know, I I wasn't loving the first race of the season. um, I think that there was it wasn't that amazing of a race to watch, but it was fine. um, NASCAR. Where is NASCAR racing at this weekend? I feel like I should remember that. It's I think they're at Coda next week. That'll be in next week or the week after. Where is Atlanta? Oh yeah, Atlanta is gonna be that's gonna be interesting. Then what else do we got? Yeah, Atlanta is gonna be interesting for NASCAR. Oh man, the Heart of Racing live stream is pretty choppy. Simsy left Formula E. Yeah, okay, okay. I thought I heard that he was sticking around, but I I haven't I haven't been following Formula E like a hawk either, so been watching all of them. That is a lot to watch. World Rally Championships in Mexico. Should be nice weather down there. Yeah. Oh, I think we're getting ready to go green. Yeah, F1 gonna be crazy. I do like the Aston Martin team, so I'm I'm happy with that. That's exciting. I think there should be a really good battle for second or third. Yeah, they have the truck race got rained out. Hello from the pit lane. Car 18 for LMP2. We're ready to race. Good luck to that's Era. Good luck to you guys. Hopefully a little bit better. It goes better for you than it did at the Rolex. All right, here we go. Board A did not get a great start. Oh, horrible start. Who is it? Ricky Taylor. The Heart of Racing stream is almost unwatchable. Oh! Oh my god. Good morning, Michael. That. Oh, that's Sean Creature. What happened? The 33. Oh, man, that was terrifying to watch them go through there. You just see the iRacing is sponsoring that card too. All you see is the cars are just whipping through there, and there's like, or the leaders going through, and then they just have to spread. And we saw it in the well, you know, the bumps are really bad, lots of corners of this track. But if you're offline on the outside there in turn one, it's yikes. I wonder where the debris is in turn one. If it's far enough off the racing line that they'll be okay, or yeah, that that was a pucker up moment for sure. We got a full course yellow, so there must be some debris. Yeah, that is it's a pretty large chunk. Oh, there's also a more. Where's that? That's big. That's the exit of Big Bend. Oh. Sean Creech Motorsport is preparing for their F1 effort. Open wheel. Did they find out what happened? Oh, he must have rear-ended somebody. Because, oh no, you could see the tire marks. It looks like there's fresh tire marks that maybe he locked up going into one, and then he hit the inside wall just before where the Rolex banners are. I think that has to be it. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, that is Big Bend. All right. Well, you know, we have one corner to talk about. The 31 holds the lead. What else? I gotta... Yep. The 12 hours has already started. You've only missed the first, like, 3.5 minutes. I don't know how much one of those front bumpers would be. Or one of those, the whole front, the front clip. The Porsche number 91. You know, I'll ride on board with the Cadillac. They were... Well, a lot of cleanup is right. I wonder if we see anybody like come in and top up. You know, get a couple extra laps here, maybe in the at the end of a run. Play some strategy games. Okay, the Cadillac stream is also being a little laggy for me. So, you know, this is one of two things. Well, I don't think it's my internet because the live stream is crystal clear and perfect for me. I think these onboards are a little choppy. Yeah, the GT cars are they're woohoo, hello Poppy. Okay. The a dog attack. Yeah, if the GT cars, I mean, again, I don't know exactly what the price tag. They range, right? Like I think the McLaren is one of the more expensive ones. Um, yeah, the Imsa live streams seem to be. Yeah, yeah. There's no playback of the Imsa stream on Imsa TV. There's no playback at all. Oh, they're showing that replay. That is terrifying. Oh my goodness. The Pfaff Porsche just missed clobbering the Sean Creech Motorsport. Yeah, I don't think it would be that bad to top off. You know, you get an early safety car, maybe get a couple extra laps. Bono, my tires are gone. I know the the KCMG Porsche 911 that infamously, you know, spun through the bus stop last year at the Rolex. I thought that sold for like 700K or something. Because they sold it. They listed it right after. Oh, there's a BMW GTP stream. Hopefully they're... Oh, the lights on that safety car are out. I wonder if they're doing the rotation between the four safety cars again. Yeah, every single one of these in-car streams are choppy. I think you can watch, even if you are in the US, you can watch these in-car streams. I'm pretty sure. It's just the actual broadcast that you can't watch. I think. Don't not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I like this really, like there's at least the view that they were showing on the live stream right now. That was a really cool view. Oh yeah, safety cars in. We're going back racing. I'm free because I have a few open. A few, eh? By a few, do you mean like all of them? I know I assume they're all pretty choppy for you as well. Okay. If you're gonna sit here, you can't jump. All right, we're back. Oh, the BMW and the... Oh, somebody locked up? I think that was one of the Porsches. Whoever's in the number 6, Gemini, I think, just locked up. It was a pretty big lockup. I want to... Oh, no, the sold that brake. That is so close. Yeah, what am I watching? Oh, and there's... That's the Era Motorsport car, yeah. LMP2. Yeah. No, it's choppy for me as well. All of the in-car ones were choppy. Oh, the BMW onboard finally smoothed out. Yeah. The 70 Inception McLaren. What happened, though? Oh, did he get help? No. I think he just got... He went offline on the exit of, what is this, turn 5, I think? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That was scary. Did the 83 get into him, though? I think he might have... No, if it got help, like it didn't look like there was any damage on the back of it. Not really much that the 83 could do there. Yeah. Why is the 92 in? Changing lanes before start, drive through. The 17 got one as well. No. No, he missed the wall. Just missed the wall. Short recap. Well, we're 13 minutes in. We got an early full course yellow because, well, we don't really know how the number 33 got there. But it looked like, based on the tire marks, that maybe locked up going into turn 1. And it looked like he lost it, hit the inside wall, and then kind of spat him back out. Nobody else was involved by the looks of it. And there was a full course yellow for debris, but that was it. Did they lose a lap? They didn't even... no, they're still in the pits. It still has Sean Creech in the pits. So, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's what the live timing says. And then on the restart, there was just... I mean, we saw the Inception McLaren looked like it got offline a little bit and went around. And then the LMP2, the number 18 in LMP2, went around as well, or went off at least in the hairpin. It will be very interesting to watch the GTP cars, especially once the nighttime rolls around. and trying to get tires up to temp. Also, I guess all of the concerns about uh, thunderstorms kind of went away. That's what it seems like. Kind of seems like it. Oh, Ben Keating leads in LMP2. What else is new, eh? Yeah, I didn't catch it. I know I saw an update yesterday, or I saw something somewhere that it looked like it was supposed to be a nicer day than they had initially forecast. But I don't know if I saw anything. I mean, the guy that the account that I usually watch for this stuff is Racecast Weather. They posted an update yesterday, mostly to partly sunny through the morning and afternoon, with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible in the closing hours of the race. 20% chance of showers at 7 p.m. So that would be interesting if we got some rain going into the evening to finish this off. On my way to the race, literally flying to Florida now to catch the back part. Well, you got 11 hours and like 43 minutes of racing still going on. So hopefully you can make it there. Yeah. Yeah, all of the I mean, we'll wait and see. I want to wait and see until like at least the first stint or so is done. Um and and once they start having to deal with some traffic for the first time, which they should be pretty close to. Well, no, they're not yet, not yet. Um it does initially, it seems like the BMWs are a little bit better, a little bit quicker than they were at the Rolex for sure. What's Imsa's rule on rain? They will race through it. They have rain tires as long as there is no lightning within, is it 8 miles of the track, I think? As long as there's no lightning strikes within 8 miles of the track for a half-hour period, then if there is a lightning strike within 8 miles of the track, then it is red flagged immediately. What did you miss? Well, there was a quick full course yellow at the beginning. We had an LMP3 that I don't know if they lost it, but I think they got into the wall and they lost pretty much their entire front clip. And full course yellow to clean up that debris. And then on the ensuing restart, there was a couple of spinners, or they got help going around. They didn't really they showed the Inception Racing McLaren was one of them. They may have got some help, but if they also went off track before that, so it would be a racing incident at absolute worst. Um, oh no, the era. Oh no. Era is getting a penalty just to drive through. Incident responsibility with Rick Ware Racing. So I haven't seen any highlight of that, what happened there, but oh, It looks like Pipo Durrani is getting a nice little. He's not bolting, but he's building up a bit of a lead, just a little bit of one. You like the dinosaur car, Rexy? I said this the other day. I really hope that they come out with some good merch. I think there's so much, like they had their Daytona livery that was amazing, so nice. And now they have Rexy, like, you know. They're really doing a good job of becoming a fan favorite early on. Also, it looks like all of the in-car streams are a lot better now. I know the number 27, the Heart of Racing stream is smooth as you could ask for, but yeah, the top GTPs are spreading out a little bit, I think. Not anything crazy though. What car number is Rexy? AO is the number 80. They're currently in 46th position, but I don't know what that is in class. 46th overall, but I thought I could change. I thought I could bring up position in class. Maybe not. Last pit time since last pit. That's what I want to see. Yes, they could. Lots of opportunity for some good merch there. Yeah, the in-car do seem to be smooth. The main race broadcast still isn't up. What are you watching on, Ian? Mine's working fine on just imsa.com/TV live. If it's not working on the IMSA website, look up imsaradio.com. Or here, I'll just post. You go to imsaradio.com and make sure, I think you need to have an ad blocker turned off, but there should be a video tab somewhere here. There should be a live video. And whenever IMSA TV isn't working for me, I'll just go to the IMSA radio site. It seems like there might not be as much it seems like there might not be as much traffic on the IMSA radio link. Yeah. I have, if you're at the track, it probably won't work that well. Yeah. I've had it up at the track before. At CTMP, I was able to bring it up. It wasn't the quickest stream in the world, and it would cut out sometimes, but yep, the auto quality with the little gear will definitely help you out. Oh, you missed the WEC WEC race yesterday? Oh, the GTP's navigating through the GTDs for the first time. Oh, man. Did the Acura get into the Mercedes there? Man, looking up at I have the onboard for the Heart of Racing open, and seeing how fast that Porsche goes by, whew. Oh, open the IMSA site in incognito. Yep. clearing your cache, your cookies might help. Yeah, Ferrari showed strong pace yesterday, especially in quali. I think they showed that they need some more races to get themselves sorted out. But they should be competitive by Le Mans. The Chetalar. Well, I've been mispronouncing that, eh? Chetalar. Yeah, you can't use an ad blocker. That's true. There's big red. Please disable all ad blocker software if you're experiencing any playback issues. So, you know. Stream is healthy. That's good. I think manufacturers did definitely learn from yesterday's race. It's always so like sketchy the first couple times when they're trying to navigate traffic, and they're all the GT cars and LMP3s and everything are bunched up. This is a battle for the lead. Oh man. The BMW GTD looks huge compared to like these GTP cars. Like it just looks gigantic. It's not as memeable as it's not as memeable as the GTE car was, or the GTLM was. But oh my god, that thing looks massive. Why did I get tagged? Oh. BMW thick. Tick. With 2 C's. That reminds me of the real life F1 car. Man, that camera shot of sunset too, where you just see the cars coming through and it's just like bounce, 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 and it's got the sideways going as well. What seat am I sitting in? It's an NRG Innovation seat. It's the old sim rig. The old rig. Oh, why is right in? Driver change. Who started in that car? And Faf is coming in as well? Huh. I wonder. Oh, so they're getting the number 16 is getting their bronze drive time out of the way. But why is interesting? I don't know why FAF is. Maybe they just wanted clean air. They think that you know what, actually it makes sense if they think that they do have a really strong car, then uh sorry, I got distracted. The IMSA official, I saw them like pointing at something, but I think they were counting the number of crew members over the wall. It makes sense for the FAF car, I guess, to box because they. Oh, there was a puncture. Huh. Don't have ad blocker, try multiple browsers and nothing. Why don't they just stream the rest on YouTube? Yeah, because you can geo block areas on YouTube as well, so it would make sense. Where are you watching from, John? What country? No issues with the NRG seat. It's I did need to take the back pads off, and I had to put some other foam in to make it a little bit more comfortable. But once it's broken, like once it's broken in, not really any issues with it. It takes a little while to break it in, but I think that's going to be sort of the thing with any seat. Oh, internet service provider. That could be it. Yeah. Yeah, John, if you're in the US, yeah. Oh, I have to switch cameras here. I was worried that this was going to happen. It was going to overheat. Is that what it is? Yeah. All right. We have temporary the we have the old webcam is going to have to come through for now. Interesting. The other camera didn't overheat for me last time. Oh, there goes the 20. Yeah, so John, unfortunately, NBC owns the rights to the broadcast in the States. So, um, so that's on NBC for they. Oh my God, that rejoin. That rejoin was horrendous. Oh man, he went on that, he took a ride on that curb. I just want to see car go vroom. Yeah, John, it's unfortunate because really you have to, like the only option that you have is like Peacock, really. It it sucks if you're in the US for sure. I or yeah, yeah. It's not ideal. There are other ways that you can watch it that are not that are the sketchy ways, but oh, you're looking for a seat because they don't ship outside the EU. I see. Yeah, I'm fine with the NRG seat. I would recommend it to somebody else. And we have battle for the lead again. It just seems it looks like the Acura. I mean, they've been talking about it on the IMSA TV broadcast. It looks like that car is so much faster in a straight line, but I just don't think it's as good through the corners. The yeah, Polar Bear. It's like a frozen food company, I think, or like a chill transport thing company. I can't imagine that was some they got some air off that curb, so I can't imagine that it would have been like it wasn't a smooth ride, that's for sure. Yeah, you could VPN. You could VPN. I I have VPN'd before. I think when I was at the Glen, I was able to get a VPN going. But you have to still buy a VPN, which you can get for if you can get a good one for free. But I mean, you can also pay for a good one that's like $2 a month. Yeah. Peacock, yeah. And all the ads. That the one thing I could not stand yesterday during the for the WEC race was I in Canada I had to watch it on Discovery Velocity is where I had to watch it, and it was like broadcasters were watching a pass happen, and it's like cut to commercial break, cut to break. It's like, come on, give me a break. High class racing isn't that bad. You're being a little harsh. You're being a little harsh. They've they had some good runs last year, I think. Their team, I think that's the I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right team here. I'm pretty sure last year, like they always have um they always have music blasting in the paddock. Yeah, SRO does a really good job of streaming the races. You are right. High quality streams on YouTube. But also, like if you push people away from your own like I know why IMSA wants to have it on their website because it's keeping people on their site. It's going to be easier for people to navigate between like the in-car views. They can put all that there, and they want to have traffic going to their site at the end of the day because it means they can command more ads. The SRO does a really good job, though. I wonder if this camera's cooled down enough yet. I wonder if I just had the settings on too high, maybe. Because we've only been live for an hour. Maybe if I take the charging off, that'll help. See if I can get it turned back on. Boom. 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 Are we back? There we go. There we go. The leader crashed into a power line. That is not good. All right, so we have all 8 GTP cars within 10 seconds. There's a good battle going on in LMP3 right now. Those two are like nose to tail. There's Rexy. There's Rexy. Derpy dinosaur. Man, Bourdais is it's been it has been interesting to wow, does that Acura ever get a good run? That car is so fast in a straight line. So fast. If they keep the BOP similar to where it is right now, that car is going I feel like is going to be very strong at Road America. And then as soon as it's through the corner, like you can tell the Cadillac is being held up. Where can one watch the race? So in the description, Rolando, there is a link to Imsa TV. If you are not in the US, then you can watch for free on Imsa TV. Just make sure you don't have an ad blocker. And if you are in the US, then you will have to watch on Peacock or use a VPN or something like that. Or you can listen for free on Imsa Radio. But if you want to watch it, Imsa TV is imsa.tv. Link in the description. BOP gave them more power. Yep. You are right. I mean, to be fair, you're trying Proton VPN. It's free. There you go. Let us know how that's working out for you. Hopefully it's hopefully it works. The BOP gave them more power, but it also made them weigh about the same amount as a dump truck, so that's the reason why they're horrendous through the corners. I can't imagine that's going to be good for their tire wear either, but it could be interesting to see what they're like at the end of a second stint on the tires. Marcelli leads in GTD by 4 seconds over the 12. Imsa Radio. What was I listening to the other day? I think I was listening to like one of their shows. Like Imsa Radio has shows on during the week or something, and I had one of them on, and I heard the like that just you're listening to Imsa Radio, and I was like, that's just good memories right there. Cadillac had a good dress rehearsal yesterday. They did. They did. Do I expect any problems with the LMP2? You know, like in theory, the LMP2s. Oh, we're going to start to see pit stops from them. We're 45 minutes into the race. Yeah, and the first one just came in. I mean, I don't foresee any issues, and there's a Porsche passing the BMW GTP. And they missed it. Looks like the Rick Ware Racing LMP2 coming in. It looked like maybe the WeatherTech Racing Mercedes. So, well. Okay. I don't expect any problems to happen with the LMP2s. I mean, there's going to be normal Sebring stuff that happens. Like, it's the roughest track on the calendar, but I don't think it's going to be like a reliability problem fest. How much extra flubber does the Acura have? The Acura weighs so all cars, all of the GTP class cars were at 1,030 kilograms at the Rolex, and the Acura got the most weight put on. They got 24 kilograms of extra weight put on that car, which is 16 kilograms more than the lightest car, which is the Cadillac. So the Cadillac's at 1038, the BMW's at 1040, the Porsche's at 1048, and the Acura's at 1054. But then the Acura also got the biggest power boost. So we have lap averages over stints. Not easily available. You could every hour, I think at results.imsa.com you can download all the laps. Like, you can download a spreadsheet with all the laps, but then you're doing all the math and ingesting that all by yourself. So to do lap average or stint averages, it's also a little bit, I think it can be a little bit more difficult to use lap averages because they're in traffic so much as well. I'm just to be clear, the Porsche GTP is what I was talking about. Why did they get so much put on? Well, the Porsche was not bad at the Porsche wasn't bad at the Rolex. They had reliability issues, I think, more so than pace issues. They were reasonably quick. We all forget that. I mean, really, who was it that crashed? Who was the Porsche GTP that crashed in qualifying that brought out the red flag that essentially ended it that little bit early? I mean, he was purple. They were going faster. They had pace. But kind of like the Acura here, like they got a bit of a boost on the straightaways, and then they have a little bit more weight to slow them down a bit more in the corners. Your computer is now infected by a Trojan. That is... Oh. Nah, just kidding. John really giving the Proton VPN a good name. Oh, LMP2's suffering from some blistering tires? The number 11 TDS Racing Stephen Thomas penalty for leaving the pits with equipment attached. That's no good. That is a drive-through penalty. That is a drive-through penalty. I did watch the World Endurance Championship race, yes. There were some good battles. There were some good battles. What do I think of the merch from the Lexus teams? I haven't actually looked at it. That's Styled Aesthetics, I think, it does their stuff. Shipping options to Canada. They are Styled Aesthetics. I mean, oh, look at that crew shirt. That crew shirt is nice. Oh, the actually that Vassar Sullivan jacket's nice as well, and it's not absurdly priced. Is this in USD? Still, when as far as racing merch goes, like that jacket, $90 isn't that bad. I don't think. It depends on how thick the jacket is, I guess, and what it is. The 13-foot team flags. That's what you need. I think Vassar Sullivan has some pretty nice stuff. I mean, the black and neon green is pretty great. Pretty good combo. LMP2 pitting at the end. Yes, it was intense. That was pretty intense to watch. But that was the only exciting piece really at the end. Oh yeah, I guess they probably also have it on Imsa's website. Otherwise, I think I was looking at it on styledaesthetics.com. They do a bunch of the team, a bunch of teams gear. Source for World Endurance Championship stickers. Like, are you looking for like the class stickers? Like the Pro-Am, Hypercar, like the class stickers? There goes the 35 getting past Keating. That's a battle for LMP2 lead. I remember there was a guy that did them on Etsy, I think it was. Oh wait, that's the era. Woohoo! Is that the era car going a lap down? That's not great. Yeah, there was a guy on Etsy that I know I got some Imsa ones. Like I have a GTLM and a GTD, like the old stickers. And I got them from him. I know they sell the new ones in the Imsa store. Vassar Sullivan, they're a fun team to follow. They're a fun team to follow. If you're on Twitter a decent amount, and Bozy Tatarevic, I think is his last name. He's a crew member on that. He's done some not reporting, but he's written some articles for various like magazines and stuff like that. And he's a crew member there. He also is a NASCAR crew member, like part-time. He gives some really good insight, not only into IMSA, but other forms of motorsport as well. He's a very interesting follow over there. They're fun. They're a fun team to follow. Vassar Sullivan is. And it's also they're kind of like, I wouldn't say an underdog team, but they are kind of an underdog team. I always seem that they're pretty strong, but it's not too often that they pull out a big win. Yeah, kind of uneventful racing at the end. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you have two of the three classes have it be greater than two lap gap at the end, you get all the insight from Clinton. Yeah, good old Clinton. Good old Clinton. What was his name? The guy that the crew member that I was just talking about, Bozy. Here, I'll post a link to his Twitter. He's a good follow. He's a good follow. Oh. Did I see that jacket from? I did not. Whoa. That's sick. Uh, all right, we gotta switch back to the other camera again. This camera's just overheating. It's not working for us very well right now. Oh, there you go. You see the lens of the other camera. I'll have to try and get that fixed up for tonight. I don't know why it's overheating. This was fine at the Rolex. I feel like they're underdogs since they're only Lexus. That's only $100. Is that on the Imsa store? And we have first pit stops for GTP as well. Race teams, Vassar Sullivan. Where did you find that jacket? I don't see it. Unless if it's on the... Maybe I just missed it on the Styled Aesthetics store. Oh, you found it on eBay. Interesting. That is a pretty sick jacket. Car 30 off course at turn 7 and continue. I think that's an LMP3. Yeah, the JR3. Who's driving that? Ari Balo. Yeah, true. eBay's a good spot to to get some of them. Oh, you're falling asleep? Yeah, you said it was, yeah, it's like 2 a.m. for you. Hopefully we'll see you in the closing stream. I'll stream the last, I'll do the last couple hours as well. We're, what? We're an hour and so in? Yeah, so I'll go for about another hour and a bit. See what the racing's looking like. Everybody's putting 4 tires on. I guess at the end of the race, you're going to be able to double stint. And if it starts to rain as well, then might as well use tires up now. We haven't heard much about whoa, camera guy. I haven't heard much else about LMP2 teams with blistering issues. Oh. You're wearing a Heart of Racing shirt? Nice. That's not bad. The 31 didn't take tires. Interesting. Has the 31... Oh, yeah, the 31 has boxed. How did the 31 lose... The 31's there. They're behind. Why? How are they so far behind the 01? What did the 01 do? Did the 0... Actually, I mean, the 30... Oh, I didn't want to turn this on. Okay, my shank is taking 4. It looks like end... no, that's not a driver change. Bunch of penalties. Speeding for the number 35. 04, failure to adhere to the minimum fuel refueling time. Okay. Not ideal. The 35 is... Triarci has lost a lap. Huh. Oh. They have something tangled in the drive shaft. Full course yellow. What's the full... This is going to throw things into a... What happened, though? A beached... The 04 is beached. It's got the windshield wiper on, too. That's in a pretty bad spot as well. Well, this should be a... I was going to say it should be a quick one, but... Yeah, we got a yellow. Oh, my... The 35 was speeding in the pits while serving its penalty. Get curbed. That is a beached LMP2 right there. Oh, an LMP3. The 33 was off there. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Didn't get the momentum. Yeah, the CrowdStrike cars are pretty cool looking. Well, it should be quick to get that car back going, but kind of sucks that we're gonna lose like, okay, 15 minutes here. Let's get back going. My shank doesn't seem to be doing quite as well now that they have some added pressure. Tire pressure, that is. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I mean, we're not ruling them out yet, right? We're not gonna rule them out. We're not gonna rule them out. I mean, the Wayne Taylor racing car looks pretty quick, especially in a straight line. So... Are they giving him a push? I would say that you'd probably want to pull that car, no? There's a nice big tow hook on the front of it. Wait, who's in? Yeah, we have a couple cars in for emergency service, including the both of the Heart of Racing Astons. That's a ton of track position that they're going to lose. That sucks for them. Did I see the POV of the LMP crash at turn 1? I did not. Oh, I saw like on board one of the GTs. Bunch of cars in for emergency service. Dono, that what you that one that you linked was oh wait, is that? Oh, he did hit the wall. Yeah, he definitely slammed into the wall. Yeah, like I said, he probably. Oh man, watching that again is just rough. That's a scary one. Um, yeah, that's hairy. That's a hairy turn 1. But yeah, so it looked like probably just locked up. Probably just locked up on one of the bumps or something, and just went on into that inside wall, and that'll spit eat you up and spit you out. That's for sure. No doubt about that. Yeah, how many people? I think it'll get worse as the race goes on. Like, give it another 3-4 hours when it's gonna be maybe another 3 hours or so when it's gonna be a lot warmer, and you get some more marbling that's built up, and yeah, it's been a stressful first hour. There have been some oh, that opening corner was just like you're just, I can't look. Oh, I do not know how the entire GT field got through that. The Corvette's coming in. Corvette, one of the only cars that's coming in. Yeah, and if it is supposed to rain, it won't get any better. You're right. That would throw a real wrench into things later on if it does rain. Oh, oh. Where are my guys? Faf. Yeah, they're there. Yeah, having it rain would throw a big wrench into things. I mean, rain a little, but not too drastic. I I agree. I agree. I do want to see these like the GTPs and what they're like in the rain, um, at some point. But yeah, as long as there's not like thunderstorms or anything. Obviously, we don't want that. No grills or tents inside fence. No, we need to get some scaffolding for when we go to the Glen. There's some interesting setups. Villeneuve Corner. Jacques. I mean, so far, it looks like a pretty nice day in Sebring. Wait, so no, the Corvette did the Corvette get out? Oh no, now the Corvette's dropping down. Okay, just didn't cross the scoring didn't update. Oh no, no, they're still leading overall and they just boxed. There are still GTDs that haven't boxed. Oh, the Corvette took emergency service. Mm. You have some friends there and say it's perfect weather. That's what you want to hear. Anything is going to be better than what they were forecasting for earlier. So, you know. I wonder if I'm going to try something with the camera. I think if I change it off of like 4K, then it might be better. Okay, that's fine. This is 1080, and the other one was 4K, so I think this one might actually work better. But I don't want auto ISO. All right. Oh, it looks... Actually, I don't need 60 FPS, though. Oh, no. Why is the 17 slowing? You're looking forward to going up to Indy. Oh, you're going to go to Indy for... that'd be fun. Oh, the 17 ran out of... Oh, you can't let it run out of fuel, guys. So we're going to be a little bit more delayed here. Let's... 1080-30 is good. Okay. Let's see if I'll use this full course yellow period to get myself sorted as well. All right, let's see. Let's see if this if it doesn't overheat. We're dealing with overheating issues. The crew's looking into it. Surprise. No, no, it just wants to go out. And it just resets 1080-60. All right, well, we'll see. And we'll see when... we'll see how this holds up. Yeah, Indy... Indy, obviously, NASCAR... They have... I wonder how much, like, track day stuff they do. Oh, we're going to run out of juice. It's also overheating. All right, we got to stick with the webcam then for now. I'll try and figure this out for later. Should probably start practicing for the iRacing tenor. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Pits are closed. Pits are open for GTs now. So there'll be a this is good for this full course yellow is good for a lot of cars. You think Era comes to mind because they fell a lap down. Oh yeah, they did. That Acura lasts the Acura in GTD, the GT car, has seems like it lasts like the fuel window for that is huge, it seems like. Cuz they lasted a long time at the Rolex. Welcome Black Hat. Thank you Black Hat and welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of new fans that are discovering Imsa. It's an exciting time, you know. It's a very exciting time for the sport. Very exciting time with the new GTP cars, just the huge grids. I mean, it's a little bit. I feel like it's been a little bit underrated that we have 54 cars out here for Sebring. It's a lot of cars. That's a lot of cars. Like I don't know how many they had last year. Results 22. They had load. Oh, they had 53 last year. It's quite a bit. I think we have one more this year. No, same amount this year, actually. Indy probably has a lot. Yeah, true. Lots of practice for the Indy 500. I think there's lots of private testing that goes on there as well. Lots of private testing. Yep, Imsa sure is running the day after the World Endurance Championship. It's Super Sebring weekend, so WEC does their 1,000 miles, and Imsa's the, if you want to call it the main event. I think you could call it that because WEC has kind of joined them for now. At least there's talks that maybe it won't continue, but yeah, who knows. Who are they? Oh, it sounds like this is the AWA driver, Ori Fidani. Pretty sure it's Ori Fidani. Imsa's going like crazy. Yep. It was packed, both of them. F1 bringing in a lot of new fans. Yeah, Drive to Survive. You know, the Drive to Survive fans are discovering, they'll follow Formula One, and then they get into some other forms of racing, and then before you know it, they're trickling in here. Definitely. It was 61 cars at the Rolex. You're right, Cassidy. 61. It initially was announced as 60, and then they announced the 61st entry being the Sun Energy 1 Mercedes. I agree with you, Black Hat. I agree with you. I one of the things, like I enjoy F1. I enjoy watching F1. But one of the things that I think makes IMSA so unique and special. The tracks that they're racing on, I just think are so much better than the WEC tracks and like the F1 style track where you have, like so much runoff space. If you go off at Sebring, like we saw it with the number 70 with the Inception McLaren, you go off here, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. You're going to be in a bit of trouble. I was doing and talking about the 60. There's still good racing in the World Endurance Championship, though. Definitely still good racing there, but if I had to pick one, I'd pick Imsa. Yeah. Also, the World Endurance Championship doesn't have the MX5 Cup, so in my opinion, some of the best racing that you will ever see. You've been into motorsports, but I feel like COVID made everyone want to get more into motorsports because we didn't have it. That's fair. That's fair. Hello, Danny. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah, Cassidy, I definitely agree with that. There was, I tweeted about it, I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago. There was, Marshall Pruitt has been doing, like a pit walk and like interview segment thing, and he did a walk with John Doonan. I think it was on Thursday. Pretty sure it was on Thursday, and he talked about the penalty, and like you could tell like John Doonan, like body language wise, he always usually has like a smile on his face and like positive like body language. When he was talking about that, it was like, he was tiptoeing his way through it because like Marshall asked him about not taking away the rings and stuff, and I think I agree. I don't agree with it, actually. Like, I think they should have had the rings taken away, but I understand their reasoning for not stripping the race win from them. Whether I like it or not, I understand why they did it, but you could tell that John Doonan, it's something that is it's sticking with him, and it's gonna be there for a while. It's not gonna go away anytime soon. Yeah, definitely personally affected by it, I think. And especially, like, he cares so much about the sport, and he's been involved in IMSA for a while, and you don't want to see it. He was in a tough spot for sure. IMSA was put in a tough spot there. I feel like IMSA has. I do agree with you, Mike, that IMSA is the best. I feel like, yeah, the best feeder series. Ferrari Challenge, yeah. I was fortunate. I got to see the Ferrari Challenge last year. My dad and I went to the F1 race in Montreal, and we got to see the Ferrari Challenge while it was there. So I think Cooper McNeil raced in that race, I think. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. Pruitt and his connections are very good. He has a good pulse on what's going on. True. Honda branching out to NASCAR, that would be interesting to watch unfold. Especially like Honda, they sell a lot of cars in North America as well. So, but the question, yeah, I guess they'd probably do some like sporty, like the sporty Civic, but if they were going to enter, I don't know what they would model it off of. I mean, I guess the Camry's not exactly sporty, but 50-50 on the issue. Yeah, IMSA is owned by NASCAR. Yes. Yes. 50-50 on the issue. That's fair. It's tough. It's tough. Like, at one point, it was a very hefty penalty that they got, and that really hurts them in the big picture for this season. Um, but I hate to see that. Like, I think that's the most iconic race on the IMSA calendar, and like the Rolex is the most iconic race. It's the Sebring is right up there. Road America's or Road Atlanta's right up there. Like, there's a lot of high prestige races, but nothing quite like that Rolex that the drivers get for winning it. Nothing quite like it. Yeah, NASCAR. Yeah, I know. NASCAR has the Camry as their stock car. I mean, I'm sure there's sporty versions of it available. Ferrari and the Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Yep. Lamborghini Super Trofeo is a fun series to watch. There can be some... The thing with the single make series outside of the MX-5 Cup, I think, like watching some of the Super Trofeo series, watching some of the Porsche Carrera Cup series, there's some good racing in it, but there's a lot of like guys in it that are clearly too good to be racing in that series and just using it as a stepping stone to move up, that just run away with it. And then there's lots of the racing that's farther towards the back, you know, like understandably, like there's a lot of gentleman drivers they just don't want to wreck the car. They want to go out and they want to have like just some fun. So sometimes the racing can be a little bit stale in those, but they definitely still produce some great racing. And walking around in the paddock area and seeing some of those cars, like they're very inviting to bring you in and take a look around and everything. It's like, yeah, but sometimes the racing can be a little bit slower. Do Honda have a... Oh, wait, they could use the Accord in Cup and the Civic in Xfinity. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Yeah, IndyCar kind of needs another manufacturer, don't they? Well, apparently the reason why Dodge didn't want to join NASCAR again was because there wasn't enough horsepower. Like they weren't going to be able to put forward a car that had enough, like they wanted more horsepower to be in the series. I'm like, what? Okay. So they went with NHRA instead. Put a Ridgeline in for the cup or for the truck series. You like oh the pilot challenge? Yeah, Michelin Pilot Challenge that's a really good series. Oh man, that 0-1, did that lick the wall? Me, it was close. Yeah, you know what? Any type of racing is fine. If you just have Super Trofeo or whatever it is, if there's racing on, it's a good day. It's a good day. We need a tire war. Oh god. Why do we need to get the Michelin mascot bib and Firehawk? Do we need to get them in a ring together? Duke it out? Be a fight to the death between those two. I'm picking Bib all day. Bib's winning that war. Penalties. Oh, more than 5 seconds fuel in closed pit for car 63 as well as car 78. It's a tough one. Yeah, I think we're a long way from EVs in NASCAR. Oh, who's off? Oh, that's an LMP3. LMP3 moment, the 38. Who's driving that car right now? Mao? Where is that? Robert Mao. 13? Turn 13? 10. Dang. Wrong corner. Yeah, it is interesting that the World Endurance Championship uses Michelin for all their GT running and then Goodyear for LMP2. One of the things that I found really interesting with there's a new McLaren, the new McLaren 720S Evo or whatever it is. This is its first race in him. So where are they running right now? Looks like they're fourth or fifth in GTD. No, that's Magnus. Who am I kidding? Where are they? They're down there a bit. Anyways, I digress. I found it really interesting reading an article or like a quote from the team, and they did some practice they did some running with the Evo kit at Paul Ricard, and the Evo kit apparently isn't. We got a battle for the lead here. Oh no, it's for P2. Um. Oh. There goes Blomqvist. Um. It was interesting to hear that they run that same car, the McLaren, in the Pirelli World Challenge or whatever it's called, but they run on Pirellis, and they were saying how more with the Michelin tires, it's a lot easier to activate the front end grip in the car, whereas with the Pirellis, they had a really difficult time getting good front end grip. So interesting to hear that comment. Oh, my GTD. I just lost the in-car camera for the Heart of Racing. It is a little strange to have two tire manufacturers in WEC though for different classes. I hope I get that in-car back. We're not getting Pontiac back. Goodyear is a good tire. I I can't say anything bad about them. The Maserati GT2, I did see it. Oh, that's the 11. Is that Stephen Thomas that just went around in Sunset? 35. Yeah, they got like 2 drive-through penalties. Yeah, I keep losing the onboard of the Aston Martin. Yeah, he just lost it. I mean, it's such a bumpy corner. You can't really blame him. Need GT1 back. Don't murder me, guys. Yeah, that vet is on another level. Like they had a strong car here last year, and their BOP this year is even better than it was last year. It's yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think I think NASCAR is a long ways away from EV. I think they are a ways away. And AO Racing got a jumps. Wait, who got that? The 77 and 23. So that's the Aston Martin and GTD Pro is the 23, and then the 77. I think they said was AO Racing. No, that's the right Motorsports Porsche, the Volt Racing one. Well, we have it. I don't have any wood to knock on, so I'm just gonna keep my. I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut. Who am I saying? We haven't had anybody retire yet. NASCAR goes EV. I don't think I'd be able to watch. One of the interesting ones, the interesting developments that's kind of been forgotten about is that hydrogen car. Is it the hydrogen car prototype that they're developing to potentially run at Le Mans one year? I think it's like based on an LMP2 chassis or something. They're working with Orica. You hope the World Endurance Championship has a full replay of the race. I think they do post it on their YouTube channel. Pretty sure they do. Oh. They're I don't know. They just showed the replay of they just showed the replay of like the restart that gave the 23 and the 77 their penalties. And it's like it's a tough one because if they don't try and jump out of the way, then they're rear-ending them. But also, it's kind of on them that they were a little bit. They could have been a little bit more conservative on the restart. Like they were pretty far back in the field. Yeah, the M4 is doing well. They are currently second in GTD, second and third. So Eh? Yeah, I think the EV. We'll see more developments with it as the years go on, right? It's they need a battery. They need a better battery, I guess, or a lighter battery. I don't even know. The guys are all out of shape qualifying at Atlanta. I guess it's the Cup guys that are qualifying right now, and then it's Xfinity and Truck doubleheader later. I guess lots of racing today. Lots of racing. I feel like Le Mans should have had a hydrogen car instead of the Hendrick Motorsports entry. Yeah, that's one of the. Okay, I'm excited to see the Hendrick entry, that car at Le Mans, the Garage 56. But I heard a pretty compelling argument as the 01 almost got shunted by the Chentalar Racing. I like it going, but I heard a pretty compelling argument that's like, what new technology is being brought in that Garage 56 entry? Like, that's one of the requirements of it, is that there's supposed to be some sort of new technology that's being, or like something innovative that's used for that slot. And it's like, NASCAR is bringing their next gen car, which is new, but how innovative is it for in the grand scheme of racing? I don't know. I don't know. Double header. Link for the live stream. There's a link in the description that you can check out. Imsa TV. If you're outside of the United States, if you're inside of the United States, then you're going to have to either VPN out of it, or you are going to have to buy Peacock. yeah, they're banning gas powered cars in the next 10 years. Why not improve on it? Hey, man, I'm not an auto manufacturer, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Trucks and Xfinity have been fun to watch this year. There's been some good racing. I don't know what I want to expect out of Atlanta later, but yeah, I thought the Garage 56 was supposed to be at least a hybrid. At least a hybrid. I thought that's what they initially announced it as, but I could be wrong. I could be forgetting about that. Yeah, there's some aero on the next gen, and it's been good for NASCAR because all the running with that car that they've done, they've been able to apply some of the aero bits from the Garage 56 entry onto the cars this year. Yeah, it's the style of car. And you know what? If like that, I completely understand that. I don't remember. I thought that they said that it was supposed to be a hybrid. Thought that they said it was supposed to be a hybrid at the beginning. So Bourdais looking strong. Um, Nobody's been talking about this. We have a BMW that is running in fourth place right now in GTP. The number 24. I have officially jinxed it now, so I apologize to all the BMW fans out there. Um, we can expect that car to not be great from this point on. Yeah, they showed the replay of the 0-1 and the Centelar Ferrari coming together. 900 horsepower NASCARs. The YouTuber commentator's curse strikes back. Yep. Yep. There was a time I used to do a little bit of commentary for like an F1 league, like an F1 the video game. Did some commentary for that, and yeah, whoever I talked about immediately crashed without doubt. So I apologize to the 24 team. You've had a good first hour and 45 minutes. Don't send me the bill for whatever happens. But yeah, I apologize for jinxing you. Hendrick versus Acura. The memories. A big throwback. Wait, we can tie all this NASCAR and Hendrick talk back to Imsa as well, because Jordan Taylor is going to be running in the NASCAR race. I think Coda next week? Coda's coming up. Coda's coming up. And Jordan Taylor, I am excited to see him. He's going to be pretty. I think he's going to be really strong there. He's done a lot of work. Not as much testing as like Mike Rockenfeller or somebody has. In the Garage 56, there comes my Porsche, my Pfaff. You look through some of the clips you had from those good old days. It's a throwback, a good throwback. Coda's next week. Oh man, Hindy's rhyming off all the who's leading the GTD categories. All I hear is GTD, 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 GTD. There's a nice little battle here going between the heart of racing, Aston Martin, and oh wait, maybe they're a lap down. Inception is a lap down. Get out of the way, Inception. Let the boys through. Let that Aston Martin through. Oh, Stephen Thomas and Ben Keating are back together. That's a good battle for the LMP2 lead. I said it's gonna be one of these two cars that's winning it. That's winning an LMP2. Mikael Jensen and Scott Hoffaker won this race in that 52 last year, and now they're racing with Stephen Thomas. They were really quick at the Rolex, but Stephen Thomas botched it in the bus stop. What's my favorite moment in racing? Oof. Oh man. That the Chentalar. I'm glad that I learned how to pronounce that team name. This if that's the only thing that I take away from this 12 hours of Sebring, I'll categorize that as a win. Chentalar Racing. And I will definitely forget it in a week. So, maybe I'll have to like bookmark this, like timestamp that. Oh yeah, this is the day that I learned how to pronounce it. I don't know what my favorite moment in racing is, to be completely honest. Like some of my early the the first moment that comes to mind for me that I really like remember is I remember as a kid watching Lewis win his first F1 title, and the final couple laps of that race in Brazil. That was pretty incredible. Um, I don't know if I like have a moment that really sticks out to me. Oh no, Rick Ware Racing. What happened to them? Rick Ware Racing is in the pits, tying NASCAR into this as well. I don't know if there's an IMSA moment that really sticks out for me. Like I could say recency bias. Okay, the IMSA one that sticks out for me, and it's definitely biased because I cheer for the team or I root for the team, is the battle last year at the Rolex with Faf and KCMG. That was an incredible moment. There was also the really good battle a few years ago at Road Atlanta. Again, this is probably more recency bias, but when Action Express Racing and Wayne Taylor Racing were duking it out for the DPI championship, and it came down to literally the last corner of Petit Le Mans, and Ricky Taylor like just bombed it up the inside and then like missed the corner. And Action Express Racing won the championship and finished, I don't know if it was second or third in that race behind the Mazda. That was a pretty good one. If I had to give a NASCAR moment, I mean, I didn't get to watch it live or anything, but watching the replay of it, Earnhardt Sr. winning Daytona was pretty cool. Or Junior, his son winning the Daytona 500. The first time, with the born on date, the Budweiser car. That was pretty cool. How far off is a Tower Motorsports car? Gotta know how your boy Scotty Mac is doing. Oh, I'm looking at LMP. They are. They're the. Oh no, they're leading. They are leading. But they're cycling through pit stops right now, so I think they were actually in third. I think they were in third. Yeah, Rick Ware Racing literally everywhere. Hey, Harold. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. Greetings from Germany. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Yeah, so I'm going to try and go... I'm going to be live. I'll go live for the end of this race as well, the last couple hours. Although I guess in Europe, that's going to be like in the middle of the night, so that's probably going to be a little more difficult for many people to tune into in Europe, but... I'll probably stay on for, I don't know, maybe another half hour or so. I said I was only going to do the opening couple of hours, but I might stay on for like another half hour, 45 minutes. And then come back on for the final couple hours. Yeah, I'll be doing some more lives. Probably some of the shorter races, I'll do the entire race, like the 2 hour, 40-minute race, or like the 90-minute race at Long Beach, whatever. If I'm available, as long as I'm going to be home that day, then it'll be able to do some of that. The 2 Porsches at Rolex is mine, for instance. Yeah, that was an icon. Like that highlight is going to live on for a long time, I think. A long time. There's been a lot of Imsa moments. Oh yeah, the 2014 Daytona 500. I remember staying up for that one as well. I have a hat from that. Watching Junior win that. Yeah, Rolando, it was kind of funny. You said, "Oh, they're 7 seconds off the LMP2 leader, and now they're leading." Trying to write an essay about Rush, eh? But not doing any favors listening to this. Well, like I said, only be live probably for like another half hour, 45 minutes. So, and then we'll take a break. I'll take a break, see if I can get figured out what the heck, why the camera keeps overheating. I think I just had the settings turned up too high on it, really. Oh yeah, Ross riding the wall at Martinsville. That was a highlight that was seen any form of motorsport. Man, that number 11 car is... Was that the 35? Oh, that is Stephen Thomas. Oh, but he's on fresh tires. Is that the 25? Connor DeFilippi just passed Mathieu Jaminet. So the Porsches are 7th and 8th in class in GTP. Hail Melon was a great moment. Hey, you know what? They honestly, all of the cars seem relatively even. Like the GTP cars. We're waiting for these times to cycle through to see what the gaps are, but like Acura's quick, Cadillac is quick, for sure. A move so good it got banned. Yep. Joey Logano. Oh, that's a controversial one, Harold. Max winning the Drivers' Championship. That's a controversial one. There are a lot of people that's their worst, that's their least favorite motorsport moment, I'm sure. Man, this 25 BMW is on some. Oh, they have fresher tires. Maybe. Yeah, there's a little group of the two Porsches, a BMW, and a Cadillac back here, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. And whoa, easy there, Mister. Who's driving the 31 now? Still Peepo. That makes it so sweet that it was so many people's worst moment. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I just broke a little late, maybe. Well, we're seeing GTP pit stops for the top for at least the number 01, 60, 10. Like, there's a lot of them that are going to become that number 24 is going to be racing or leading the race. Is there a doubleheader? What in Chicago? At the Chicago, like the NASCAR street race? I think they're just doing Xfinity and Cup there. Where's Era at? Did they drop? Are they only one lap down? I think they're only one lap down. Man, the Corvette Racing entry has just they're like a snowplow through the field. Yeah, the NASCAR street races they don't have a doubleheader, but they are bringing the two. They're bringing the Xfinity and the Cup Series. Chatting here at turn 7. Biggest issue is lack of information. Can't get Imsa's app to work. Only 3 live YouTube channels covering the race. I'm the only English speaking one. Hey, I'm glad that you're tuning in, Matt. If you should, if you need anything to follow the race, like if you want live timing, if you don't know already, oh, where is that? Is that Tower? That's turn 10, I think. And then an LMP3 and a GTP that came together. Check out that link. Full course yellow. Full course yellow. I guess it's because these cars are beached. I don't really know if we need a full course yellow for this, but I would have given them another minute. Can people not get this car going? I guess he's probably trying to get it running again. No, pilot challenge isn't there. Nice little loop around there by Pipo. Oh, easy, Pipo. Easy, buddy. Oh, that car is that Cadillac is not in, that's a lot of repairs. I think that wheel is not moving. Oh no, it is. Okay, it's just a wheel rub. Okay, no, don't ignore my panic. Oh my god. That is just being bad, wrong place at the wrong time. He just the 38, the LMP3 just lost it. I think that 31's fine. That wasn't a hard hit. That wasn't a hard hit. That's a bad LMP3 moment though. It's a bad LMP3 moment. There's still 10 hours left in this race, and that 31 car is very fast. They'll be back in it before the end of this race, without doubt. Without a doubt. No, not Tower Motorsports was fine, Black Hat. Sorry, it happened at that Tower turn, I think. No, that's turn 13, isn't it? Oh, no. You had to come in and box there, Peepo. And then the tire goes. Now you got to nurse that thing back around. Oh, no. Maybe it hasn't completely let go yet. Yes, the Tower car is fine. Sorry. All right. What do we got here? Yeah, Matt Hunter. Go and check out the link that I posted, though, and you'll at least have live timing. That'll help you out a bit, too. Yeah, at the 4-hour mark is when they award points. The next time by, I think, at the 4-hour mark when they cross start finish line. Favorite. No, I messed that up, Black Hat. It wasn't you. Danny Sullivan's 360 spin in the closing laps at Indy 1985. That is a throwback. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. If I'm honest. Oh, and yeah, Tower had a rough go at. They had technical problems at the beginning of that race, though, if I recall. I personally like how IMSA uses safety cars versus the WEC. I like it. I think that they need. I like the procedures better because you can get a lap back. And the class wave around, I think it makes for better racing. But Carl Evan just got a drive-through penalty, which is the TDS Racing. Man, TDS Racing is having a penalty-filled day so far. Wow, and the Cadillac's just losing bits and pieces all over the place. And he's going to stay out. Just doesn't want to lose a lap. I am too young for sure. I wasn't going to be born for another number of years there. I like the way that the one thing I think that IMSA needs with to add into their their repertoire. They need like a virtual safety car, or what the World Endurance Championship does with their, I think, full course yellow, I think is what it's called. I don't know, the one where the safety car doesn't come out and they just maintain the speed and you don't close gaps. You just maintain that speed. IMSA needs something like that for a situation. Maybe, I don't know if we've had really a good. This one needed to be a full course yellow now because of the debris that's been scattered everywhere. But like IMSA needs sort of a virtual safety car, I think. LMP3 should be gone and will be gone next year. I think we're going to start to see some information come out about that soon. I saw a tweet yesterday or the day before. IMSA has basically confirmed that LMP2 will be run in the series until like through 2025 at least. And they did not announce what the future of LMP3 is. I think this is probably the last year of LMP3 in the WeatherTech Championship. I think the VP Racing Challenge is great. I'm really disappointed that they didn't have those races streamed last weekend. I'm disappointed to see that they weren't streamed. I understand that getting a production crew to come down just for that race is maybe not ideal. But if you're not going to be able to get a production crew down for that race, then you shouldn't do the race that weekend. Might be an interesting take, but if it means that they can't go to Sebring, that they don't run at Sebring, that's I mean, that's fine. Just, yeah. Infuriating. Uh, you know, it's there's always going to be motorsports chatter going on. We got off on a little bit of a rabbit hole, Matt. We went down a bit of a rabbit hole with you know, gonna chat about some other motorsports. We were talking about Garage 56 entry, and then it just kind of goes from there. Yeah, the wave around rule is great. No, I mean they for the 12. I mean there hasn't been a whole lot that's been going on in this race so far. There has been some good battles for the race lead. We saw Wayne Taylor Racing was up there early on. The 31, you know, they're obviously got caught up in that unfortunate little issue. This is really cool to see this front clip change, though. Oh, he got stuck on a piece of the tire. Just chucked the wheel at the camera guy. The front tire changer just trying to get the wheel out of the way. Whips it, almost hits the camera guy with it. Yeah, you're right. Even if they had some sort of an onboard, I think they did have Imsa radio covered it. And World Endurance Championship is going to be switching to GT3s for next year as well. This is the last year that that there's a GTE class running in one of those championships. So. Oh, yeah, the headlight on the 31 is down one headlight right now, and at Sebring, you're definitely going to need that headlight when it gets later. But the good news is they still have there's still a lot of hours before it gets dark, so they'll be able to get that fixed on one of the full course yellows, I'm sure. Surprised to see as many GTD Porsches. Oh well, I mean they are much closer in this race. They are much closer. They are still not as fast. The Mercedes is still very quick, but that that Porsche's in the competitive range. I would say. Yeah, sprung forward, so there's the extra hour of daylight, which is big as well. And GT3 will be dope when it hits the World Endurance Championship. It will be. Oh, we got John Doonan on the Imsa TV broadcast. And all the GTPs are coming in. They actually had to be really close on fuel, probably. There are lots of GTPs coming down. Yeah, yeah, they need a minimum. They need to definitely have a headlight and a tail light. Um, hopefully it didn't get damp because that'll really affect you, especially at Sebring. There's not the track lighting here that there is at Daytona. Would love to see the Honda lawnmower. Okay. What? One of the BMW's headlights looked like it was out, but maybe it just didn't come on. Is Pipo Durrani staying in the car? Oh, the number 6 Porsche GTP has the hood off, or the rear engine cover off, sorry. Something going on under the hood. Hopefully that's nothing too severe. Oh, they needed to put a new mirror on the 31, the Action Express Cadillac. It looks like they just took this one. Okay. He might have to live without a mirror for a stint. Yikes. What about the mirror on the 31? The 31, when the tire kind of came apart, and they lost a big chunk of the front clip, it took the mirror with it. The mirror was damaged, so they took off the remains of that mirror, and they're gonna put another one on potentially next time by if they can. Well, it's not it's not really fair to say that Faf was off by 2 seconds in qualifying. They wrecked, right? They wrecked. They never got to do their best lap. You have a Honda lawnmower. And here come the GT cars. How did they wreck? It was an LMP3, lost it. Just spun around on the exit of what turn was it? Incident at turn 13. So I think that is Tower. Lost it on the exit of turn 13, and unfortunately the number 31 was right there, had nowhere to go, and they got caught up in it. Um, yeah. Oh, they're talking about the 60 now on Imsa. The Imsa stream. There are so many GT cars. How did Faf wreck? In qualifying, Klaus Bachler, I think is his name. In turn one, he just carried a little bit too much speed through turn one. He went a little bit wide, um, and like the second half of turn one, if that makes any sense. If you inch up a little bit too much, the bump is a lot worse up there. It looks like he just went over that bump and the rear end just snapped. It happened. It happened in the World Endurance Championship race yesterday as well. Yeah, it happened to somebody else, I think, in qualifying. One of the GTPs. It might have been. I think it was one of the Penske Porsches. Lost it as well. It's a tough corner, and it just got him caught out. Tower is definitely the right-hander. Well, 10 and 12 are very similar. It uh yeah, it was Tower. It was Tower, I think. Yeah, that's Tower. The camber on the inside, that I don't know. Yeah, I mean Sebring's just a rough track, which was what makes one of the things that makes it so unique and awesome is wait, why is Tower LMP2 so slow? What the heck? I don't know what Tower's doing. Well, they're in the pits. Were they out of fuel? Yeah, those bumps will throw you off the track. Yeah. Oh, you can see it if you're riding on board with some of them. I don't know what happened. Tower's in the pits. They're in the pits. They just looked like they were going very slow on the, like, wait. Both of the Porsches in GTP are in. Oh, a nose change for the 25 BMW. And I mentioned that it looked like the headlights were out on that car. I love watching some of the historic stuff. Like those are awesome cars to see and hear. I think Tower's fine. Yeah, Tower they're coming out of the pits. They're fine. You're fine. Don't worry, Black Hat. Tower has survived. All the cars I like are in the pits. And all of the cars that came into the pits have exited the pits, so the Triarsi Competizione Ferrari is 10 laps down though. The AWA number 17 that won the Rolex is 3 laps down. Otherwise, there's only a couple of cars that are off the lead lap. The Era Motorsports, LMP2. I don't know if Porsche picked the wrong chassis manufacturer. I mean, we're race 2 in this era right now. We could, I, there's we could still see those the Porsche Penske's win this race, get podiums. It's Oh, that's actually a really good point, Mark. Really good point. Try and have a better position at the 4 hour mark. Try and pick up some more Endurance Cup points. Yep. Really good point, actually. Track instructor emphasized that the line for 17 has to be perfect. Yep. Ask, was it Jimmy Johnson last year that wrecked like twice going through Sunset, I think, in the Action Express, that Ally prototype? Welcome to Sebring, racing fans. Welcome to Sebring. Yeah, that's a good point. You might as well top up now and And it looks like the 31 got that headlight fixed. I was going to say, this is a long full course yellow, but there was a lot of carbon fiber thrown around. Press the wrong button to mute. Jeez, there's a good number of you guys that have driven this track. Yeah, I could see that happening. Flying off the track in 17. That's really not a track that you want, or not a corner that you want to go off in either. Those tires are right on you if you mess up, and never mind if you're driving your own car. Car 11, TDS Racing. Failure to adhere to minimum refueling time. Drive-through penalty. That's not good. Although, actually, that may have been from earlier. Yeah, the full course yellow does give you a chance to get a beer and have a bathroom break. 100%. And you see, that's why they need like a virtual safety car equivalent. They need it for that, right? Last time there was bad instruction 962. I mean, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. It's a brand new car for both of them. Porsche, as they had a very strong era that they're coming off of, and no doubt in that GTD era. And you know, they're not always going to dominate. That's racing. They're going to have to overcome some adversity here, I think. BMWs are looking a lot better. A lot better today. They're running 4th and 7th right now, but they look to be right on pace with, honestly, like, the Cadillacs look pretty strong. Acuras look really strong in a straight line, but they're all pretty close. They're all pretty close. They've all been running. They've had some good group battles going on with all 4 manufacturers involved at various points. Yeah, Alcamel. Yeah, I'll post the link in the chat again. Yeah, the engine is from the RS Spider, which was certainly a very strong prototype car for them. Sebring's your stomping ground. I gotta make it down to Sebring at some point here. One of these years I'll make it down to Sebring. This year, it'll for sure the Glen, for sure CTMP, and then I'm working on Petit Le Mans. Working on it. Herta only drove at the Rolex. Yes, he was the 4th driver for them at the Rolex, for both of the cars, actually. As when they tried Formula cars. Oh, there goes the 60 off track. Blah. That's the Meyer-Shank Racing number 60. Yeah, it's interesting. They don't seem quite as strong on the restarts today. Not quite as strong on the restarts today. When in doubt, check their best race lap. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, if you look at the top lap. Oh, there's the race lead. Holy moly, Scott Dixon. Looks like he's shot out of a freaking cannon. BMW up to third? Oh, because Meyershank Racing went off. Yeah. Man, that 0-1. The Cadillacs are fast. Cadillacs are fast today. No track limits in Imsa. Some of the tracks there will be. Like at Watkins Glen, I remember there last year you heard a bit about it. On some of the corners that have really a lot of paved runoff, but lots of the tracks it's self-policing. Like if you go wide at Sebring and you go off track, have fun. Like have a good trip through the dirt, trip through the grass. Road America to celebrate 65 years. Yeah, Road America would be a good one as well. Road America would be a really good one. Oh, you can't watch the race on Imsa TV in Germany? That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, the 60 has legal tire pressure now, so yeah, not quite a rocket on the restarts, eh? And the weight is hurting the Acura, but the Acura is so quick in a straight line. Like, it is very quick in a straight line. Well, okay, he didn't, I mean, yes, he cut the corner, but he also lost, like, it was self-policing. I mean, he lost at least 5-6 seconds. He probably lost 3 or 4 spots on track. His tires are filthy now. It's going to take a lap or two to get those cleaned up. Like that's enough of a penalty in of itself. You're not going to it's not like Formula 1 where they're inching wide of a painted line and gaining an advantage that way. That the number 60 there did not gain an advantage from that. Did not gain an advantage from that at all. So really no need to penalize it. Okay, so Daniel, you're saying that you can watch it fine from Germany on IMSA TV. Yeah, check out Harold. Check out IMSA TV. There's a link in the description down below. Oh, and the 31 got a penalty for improperly served emergency service. Stop plus 10 seconds. So 9.5 hours to go. They'll be fine. They just wanted to make sure they got that car put back to a usable state. Nice to see BMW in the fight, yes. And yeah, it is very nice to see them yeah. Is Mike Skeen my brother? No, do I look like Mike Skeen? Oh. Okay. You know, I can I can see it. I can see it. When I maybe when I go to the Glen, I'll have to get a photo with Mike Skeen, and I'll have to try and get that. I didn't even realize that, actually. Doppelganger. Awesome. Glad to hear that you got it fired up. First memory of Mike Skeen was at a truck race at CTMP. Got wrecked by Max Pappas. Is that finish? That's a pretty infamous finish where they just wreck coming out of the final corner, I think. That's I remember I wasn't there, or I wasn't watching that race on TV, but I've seen that highlight a lot. The reaction to the resemblance made me laugh. I I did not realize that. Yeah, we do kind of look alike. Did Windward come up to CTMP last year? I don't know. It was Korthoff that didn't come up because there were still COVID restrictions at that time. Canadian Tire. They were in. Windward did not come up last year, so oh no, Windward did, but Mike Skeen is with Korthoff, and they did not come up. Chase, okay. There were some really good finishes at CTMP when NASCAR came up. There were some good finishes. Corvette back to leading GTD Pro. Yep. I think we are going to be seeing a lot of that today. A lot of that. That Corvette is like made for Sebring, it seems. They were stupid fast yesterday, and then their GTD spec of the car. I mean, they won here last year, and their BOP was even better than last year. Like, yeah, I think they are going to be the GTD Pro team to beat today. GTD, like the actual GTD, not GTD Pro, because again, I think Corvette, unless if they have something that goes wrong, I think they are going to be the team to beat in that class. But in regular GTD AM, if you wanted to say that, then I think that is still a wide open class. Hey, Alex, on break from work. Nice of you to stop in. Yeah, Corvette. Yeah, the vet is just back in the lead now. So you picked a good time to go on break. Picked a good time to go on break. I'm surprised that Era hasn't gotten back on the lead lap there yet, but they've had a couple. I guess it's only been the one full course yellow that they've had, but hope they can hold it. Yeah, still a long way to go. 9.5 hours. You got Rodney behind the wheel there, aka Jordan Taylor. You're feeling the vibe. Yeah, sorry, Mercedes. Mercedes will win GTD AM hands down. They look very quick right now. They look very quick right now. And there are two very good two very good teams that are running Mercedes there as well. Wonder if we'll see more Cadillacs and Corvettes in IMSA and the World Endurance Championship. We'll definitely see more Corvettes next year. In both, I think. There's, by the sounds of it, there's going to be two, potentially two, LMP3 moment off. That was the LMP3 leader, Gar Robinson. Not going to be the leader anymore. Drop down to second, maybe? No, that's third. But I think they said there might be two factory Corvette entries. Oh, no, they gotta... Oh, well, that might be a penalty. That was a battle for the lead, and the 74 just got shoved off. You must leave it a space. And then Rebel Rock Racing is going to get at least one Corvette by the sounds of it to run in IMSA as a customer program. And it sounds like they might run two Corvettes in the World Endurance Championship as well. So, and then we'll see if more customer cars are made available. As for caddies, they haven't really announced what a customer program looks like for that yet. Scott Dixon is running away right now, yes. Being a fellow Houstonian, you always pull for Reese. Yeah, Reese's had a couple of tough years. I mean, they're running fourth in GTD Pro right now. The Ferrari hasn't been super competitive yet. It's better than it was at the Rolex. Yeah, I think we'll see at least two Corvettes on the grid in both WEC and IMSA. And that LMP3 battle, or that LMP3 incident, is under review between the 36 and the 74. I think the 36 will get a drive-through for that. I mean, they were side by side, and he just pushed him off. Do you think LMP3 should leave IMSA proper? I think that they are going... I think next year we're not going to see them in the WeatherTech Championship. I think we're only going to see them in the VP Sports Car Challenge. Well, the thing is, Mark, with the customer Corvettes now is there's a requirement that they produce a minimum of, I think, 10. I think it's a minimum of 10 customer entries in the first how many ever number of years. They have... the GTD regulations require that they produce and sell customer entries. So we'll have to see customer Corvettes within the first couple of years of the program. That's one of the differences between the GTE or GTLM spec car and the GT3 spec. In order to be homologated, they have to produce a number of customer cars. Yeah. LMP3s. Yeah, I think the LMP3s actually would have a good home in that's the VP Sports Car Championship. Yeah. There has been some at Daytona. There were some good races, some very good racing that took place in those races. And I think there is a place overall for LMP3s in the grand scheme of IMSA. They get a... Hello, Poppy. Oh my god. I think the I think the dog just came back from a walk. Got a bit of the zoomies. um, I think we'll probably see them just in the VP Racing Fuel, that sports car challenge starting next year. MX5 Cup is underrated. MX5 Cup is definitely underrated. It's kind of one of those series like if you know, you know. I think some of the best racing that you can find anywhere in that series. I think it's a perfect formula that they have for that series. Like sprint races, 45 minutes. The cars are, I mean, they're not cheap. No race car is cheap, but overall, in talking race cars, pretty inexpensive. Great racing comes out of that class. Yeah, the VP Challenge is the one that has GTX, which is GT4, and LMP3s. So, yeah, Matthew, you can. All right, the live stream is available on Imsa TV. Um, it's available on Imsa TV or on Peacock if you're in the United States. If you're in the US, you can't watch it on Imsa TV unless you have a VPN. Anyone that's actually like streaming the actual race isn't doing it. It's you'll get in trouble. I can't stream video, either the video or the audio, because that would get shut down. Will get shut down. Yeah, the what this is a means to, there's lots of people that, if they're not watching the race with anyone, if they're not able to make it to the track, it's an opportunity for some racing fans to kind of watch the race together. Yeah, I know there's discords and stuff like that. There's that whole side of it. It would be great if NBC made it more readily available, but unfortunately they don't. And even still, like, the NBC coverage is riddled with ads, right? Nice thing about IMSA TV, ad-free coverage. Off to F1 qualifying. Yeah, that's getting underway. I'll be wrapping up here in a moment as well. I've been actually live for longer than I thought I was going to be. We've been 3 hours? Yeah, we're 3 hours in. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes or so. Yeah, Peacock. Yep. Every single minute of the IMSA racing season is broadcast on Peacock. Oh yeah, you can do a free trial of Peacock as well and cancel off the race. Cancel it after the race. That's a good point. If yeah. Hey Jonah. Yeah, the race has been good so far. We've had a couple of good battles. It's kind of spread out a little bit more now. The Cadillacs look really strong. LMP2 has been a good battle. LMP3 has been LMP3ing again. And the Corvette looks very, very strong in the GT classes. It's shaping up to be a good one, and if we get a little bit of rain later, that could make it very, very interesting. Yeah, if you have a VPN, then that is an option for you as well. Watching this while making parts for LMDH gearboxes. Well, welcome, Nolan. Welcome. IMSA TV is pretty sweet. And regardless, if you're in the US or not, you can watch the onboards of of, I think they have 9 or 10 cars. No, they have 13. 13. Oh no, it's 12 onboards that you can watch from. So you have like almost a quarter of the field is available with an onboard camera. You gonna watch for stat? If it rains, Cadillac should win. I hope we do get to see a little bit of rain, because I'd love to see how the GTP cars are in the wet. It'd be the first time that we've seen them run in the rain, right? There you go. Is Peacock worth it? I mean, I don't have Peacock, so I'm in the Great White North of Canada, so it's I get to watch it for free on Imsa TV. It depends. They have what other motorsports do they have on Peacock? If I think IndyCar is also on Peacock. Um, I know NASCAR is on Peacock as well. I think. Well, at least the NBC portion of the season is. I was disappointed until I saw I got Peacock for free with your Spectrum subscription. An hour more than sprinkles. Yeah. I mean, we don't want to see like torrential downpours because that'll probably bring out a red flag. But all right, I think we're gonna wind it down here. It's been we've crossed over the 3 hour mark. We are going. I will be back. I think. What did I say? Did I say 8 p.m. I think is when I'm gonna hop back on. Let me double check here. Let's double check. 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that will be for sure for the last 2 hours of the race. So we'll be I'll be back up for that, and hope to see a lot of you once again. I guess for some of you it's going to be pretty late at night, but yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed this. I'm going to try and do this something similar to this for as many of the races as I can that I'm available to do, and yeah, let's hope we get some good running here for the next 7 hours or so of this race until I hop back on. So, all right, everyone, thanks for popping in, and we'll see you later this evening.